Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. Tonight we return to Oxygen Not Included. So last time we finished up our self-powered metal refinery here. Sort of. I actually have a couple changes I'd like to make to it really quick first thing tonight. And then the next thing we need to do is build an oxalite refinery, which I think I will probably just build somewhere in the same area here as our glass refinery. It's not a huge deal, huge impact. It does need to be on its own dedicated circuit though, so we'll have to put it slightly different. And then of course we're going to launch some more rockets, including adding in eventually, hopefully, the booster and getting to the further reaches. And we can also build some solar panels up here now that we're nearing the end of where we wanted to go. So, but the first thing needs to be this refinery. So we're not getting near enough water coming down from here to act as a coolant. So I'd like to just bypass this entirely. Or not bypass it entirely, I guess, but... Oops, liquid bridge, there we go. But I'd like to actually just use some of this salt water as a coolant for this upper piece here. In order to do that, or in addition to doing that, I'd like to change the way this works. To bring this in. Let's see, no, I didn't want to delete the thing, the view. There we go. I'd like to bring this in up through the refinery itself. No, we want plumbing, bridge. There we go, sorry. Igneous, yeah, that looks good. I want to bring it in through the refinery here. So we'll put it through here. No, that can not be that. That can be just, like, maybe granite. Here. It's kind of rough because I have this other pipe going through here. But I think it'll be okay. Just having a little bit of coolant. I can't really get it in through here otherwise. If we just, you know, pull it down with some copper pipe here, like that. And then we go back to the insulated pipe here. Didn't catch what that was, but it was probably something I didn't want to see. Probably fleeing. Those stupid poke shells. Hey, Fazian, welcome to the stream. I don't know if you noticed yet or not, but Twitch decided to change the layout of Twitch today. So that was fun. So I'm going to actually poke this through that wall over there. Bring it in right here. Well, right about here, I guess. Be right there, actually. And I want this to be a splitter so that half of it goes to both. So I want to just connect it right in there like that. Let's see, insulated, this can go that way. Didn't see it again, but I'm sure it was something I didn't want to see. Wait a minute, this isn't gonna work. This isn't gonna work at all. That's not gonna work because I need to be able to still get this pipe through. Because it's still our drain pipe from the water up north. Hey, IT Machinist, welcome to the stream. Oh, yeah. Well, and it's not the kind of game that you can just jump right into. It's really not. So I wouldn't worry or feel bad about it at all. I think if we destroy this pipe and replace them with bridges... Ah, dang it. I think this will work better. We go like this, and then we can bring this across here. Like that. Gross negligence. Actually, can we do this better if we do it differently? Probably. What do we have here? Just water. 10C. We'll let it drain into here. It'll be fine because we do have this that I would like to connect up before we run into it later. Like that. Okay, so hopefully this is still working with this water going north. This is still working with this water coming south. We need to do the same thing right here as we did below. Cut those out. And then we can bridge across here. Maybe just put a liquid vent right in here. Copper is good. Yep. Yeah. Well, those are those kind of things that come with, I guess, experience. Waiting for copper. That'll make it be half the amount of water coming through here, but we're not using anywhere near all of it anyways, so it's fine. Let's go back up north while that finishes building and see about our rocket. Yep, we need steam for the rocket. What do we have in here? 100 and some odd degree 88. Okay, let's turn this on. And let's turn these on. So if you remember from last time, all this does is just combine two pipe outputs into one pipe to fill the pipe completely. And that way we get to that 653 steam much faster. We also need to watch this to make sure we don't go down to zero pressure, and also to make sure that the heat doesn't get too high. I mean, we have a 275 degree temperature, overheat temperature here, so we're good for quite a while. But yeah, the slime lung biome is a bit rough on new players. I can remember my first colonies having major slime lung issues, and that was before it became a little bit worse. And then I think they made it a little bit better again, but that was before I knew what I was doing also. Oh, we got archaic technology. What is it? Is it a laptop? Oh, it's a video cassette. That's awesome. We need to go put that on a pedestal. So my what do we have? All right, we're good for a while. So one of my ideas for these items for the pedestal, because they have so much decor, is to put them in the worst decorated spots, which in my base happens to be actually outside of the base, here in the main ladder shaft. And I had this idea on my solo Oceania map that I'm working on. But basically, every 10 blocks or so, I put another item collected from outer space. And of course, it's nighttime. Oh, that's right, you're a night owl IT machinist. Do you have the skills necessary to be a rocket man yet? That is what I would like to know. Nope, you cannot go to space yet. You're very close to being able to go to space today, though. You will go to space today. Alright, somebody wake up, come and destroy this. There we go. Nope, you're not coming. Who's coming to destroy this? Mograph. There he is. Okay, so furniture. Pedestal. Granite. Build the pedestal. Maybe make it a little bit higher to make somebody come and do it real fast. Kelsey. Okay. While we're at it, let's also sweep that pile of mess fairly high. Oh, MoGraph now because I messed with Kelsey's priorities. Yeah, lots of oxygen. Well, the deodorizers make the oxygen, I guess, but yeah. I wonder if I should replace this with a regular tile, too. I think I should. It'll help with the decor. So, items you brought back from space are near the bottom. Not all the way to the bottom, or just like down here with the eggs for some reason. But we brought back this archaic tech that we found in space. So we're going to go ahead and put it here on this pedestal. And this will boost the local decor here in the in our main shaft area here by quite a bit. No, decor. Who's going to get it? Anybody going to get it? Probably not. Somebody will get it eventually. We'll check it out later. It'll be a good bonus. You see how bad this whole thing is, and they spend so much time in this now that that's kind of not good. 480, almost there. Okay, how do we do on this? Do we have? We do not have flow. Ah, because I need to reverse this. Dang it. We need to break in here. And I need to reverse this pipe. Fortunately, this is the one room we can easily break into. They picked that up yet? And also... No, they haven't. If we sweep it at a 9, that should help them pick it up. Alright, we are at 550. So we'll shut this... This is a pretty short pipe, so we'll shut this off at about... Yeah, archaic tech. Yep. It is archaic. I mean, yes, I spent an untold number of hours watching VHS tapes, but still archaic. Alright, so... Wondible's picking it up. Okay. Awesome. I'm going to stand here and watch this for a minute, and then we'll go back down to the base and see that get changed. We'll probably shut it off at about 640-ish. Then we can make sure it fills up completely. There it goes. And then the final few blobs will go out there, but that's fine. Wasting a little bit of steam doesn't bother me that much. Putting some more water in here, though, while we're sitting here and while the temperature's hot. And it's the end of the day, so hopefully Wanda got that delivered and didn't drop it. I'm going to bring this pressure up a little bit so we have steam for next time. And then in the morning we can launch this rocket. Alright, let's turn that off. Hold the temperature down a little bit. It got delivered. Awesome. I wanted to check and see where that water was dripping from, too. So you can see it usually affects... Why does it not affect... This one might not have the bonus. Oh, yes, decor, 54. Now that it's got this item on it. So the item itself... The pedestal itself... only has a decor value of 5. Plus 20%, so that's 6. But the item itself boosts the decor of... And you could bring back these items constantly. I think I've gotten 4 or 5 of them in maybe about 10 missions, not even 10 missions on my Oceania world. Must be coming from this door. Yes, that's where it's coming from. All right, so let's put a ladder in here and just knock this granite out of here so that we don't have to worry about it anymore. Because the water's getting in the way. And then we need one of these, and we'll make it granite so that it is not igneous. Somebody come up here and do it fast. Meanwhile, somebody also sweep whatever's sitting in there, which is igneous, but that's okay. And then we'll rebuild those last 2 tiles. Once they build this. Oh, there it is. Roadster. There, I see it flowing in the background. So that should be just enough just to take the edge off a little bit here. It doesn't have to be a lot. Not by any means. Because these don't heat up that hard, that much. Let's go ahead and output pipe full. Why is it not looping properly? Oh, this is backward. Oopsie. Deconstruct that. Somebody come and deconstruct it. I have, as you guys have noticed watching, I've put these down wrong about half the time. Yep, fleeing. So silly. Why is it so bad? Debris, ladder, wire. Okay. There's just too much junk right here, but it's counteracting it well. Just. We could use the eggs. Let's see, make sure pip eggs are in here and the pip egg. Yes, they are. Good. They're good eating. Okay, let's launch this rocket before we forget again. I want to send Phasey into space. Again. Seems to like it. Let's just go that far for now. Also clear this stuff over here. Let's make this a high priority. Alright, Phasian is in the rocket. You get somebody up there to dig that junk out. Here comes somebody. Nope, wrong one. Somebody come over here. Roadster. Oh, evidence gonna help. Why is Roadster so injured? Is he the one getting fleeing alert? Alright, we'll have to put him in a med bed tonight. Close the gantry so Phasian can't leave. A little bit more. Oh, man. Alright, well, let's just do it. It'll be okay. We'll launch anyway. We'll just blast our way through. Actually, it'll all fall mostly over here. We'll just clear it up later. And whenever these doors are opening, somebody, like, decides that they need the door to be open all the way before they can continue hopping along the ladders. Because they want to go up. Kind of weird. Alright. Let's launch Phasian at... Oh, we finished this one. Awesome. Let's go to this one. So at this one, we found isoresin and niobium, both of which are useful. Isoresin is insulation. Niobium, I think, is metallic. It's the... I think it's the metal that we can use for making thermium. I think. I don't remember. It's been a while. Alright. Phasian, get out of here. Let's shut this off for now. Close the doors. Let's destroy this stuff. Go ahead and chew up this stuff too. How did we get over here? Still going? Good. Okay. Home. Med bay is over here. Yeah, Roadster, you need to go in the med bay for a little while. Alright, so this got built. Rest of the way. So now we should be having... Let's see. Lime, we need to go mine some more fossil to make more lime. We're getting low on it. Refined carbon, we have a decent amount. Refined iron, we have a decent amount. We need to smelt some more iron ore pretty soon. But that'll be okay. I want to get this thing heated all the way up. Because once it gets going well. We need somebody to come up here and operate it. Just going to look for something. Oh yeah, the fossil. That's what it was. Did I make? I did make that. Nice. Well, we can keep strip mining this stuff too. Because there's fossil in here, and we might as well strip mine down to it. This, that. Not a lot of fossil, but there's some. They can't actually get through here yet. Well, actually, we can do another row. Anybody? All right. Sydney's gonna operate it. Okay. What I should do here is put in an auto sweeper. Right there. These need... Oh, I didn't want to make that out of lead, though. Not out of lead. Might melt. Make it out of copper. It needs 120 watts. I don't know if this will connect to the heavy watt wire or not. We can test it, because I'd rather not have to... I guess I could connect it to this wire if we need to. You can see. I don't know... Some buildings can, and some buildings can't connect to heavy watt wire, and I don't know what the distinction is, how to tell. Phasing, do you know how to tell which ones can, which ones can't? So the auto sweeper will help, and we're going to explore these a little more and a little bit later. Okay, 27% done. But they'll help because they can actually pick up stuff out of these. Assuming the dupes have brought it here, they'll pick up the materials out of these and push it into the metal refinery, and then they'll pick up the steel and put it into this container. So they'll kind of keep this area clean. I mean, not of the abyssalite and carbon obsidian and stuff, but they'll keep it picked up. Why is Roadster fleeing? Make any sense? And he cannot breathe. There is some carbon dioxide there. Not a lot. We definitely need to get some of this pressure down, though. Horrible. Really horrible. I thought Roadster was supposed to be in bed, by the way. Yeah, we definitely need to get some of this pressure down. I think we set that up, though, the last time. We set up some... Yeah, we were pumping it all down here. Which works. It just takes a while. I recall vaguely that some can't. See, look, this is getting pretty close, about 700 watts. And this one's at about 500 watts, so we're already at 1200 watts, which is what this was using when it was being used. So it actually will hit all the way up to 1700. It just takes a little bit of repeated steel smelting to get it that hot, to get the petroleum that hot, but it does get up there. Just pretty cool. It's also a little bit exploity, I guess, but who's counting? So this water's gaining a few degrees in there, but it's keeping these nice and cool at 30 degrees Celsius, so that's good. Alright. Llama is working on it. Oh, we ran through all those already. So we need to smelt a bunch more iron as well. Let's do like 20 iron and 20 steel all queued up. We're going to need to make some more lime, though, to get into that fossil. So this is coming in at 280. And it's leaving at 140. So it's losing 140 degrees Celsius to the room, which is getting converted into electricity. All right, why are they not building this? Just weird timing, I guess. Awesome. So that's how that works. That's all it does. You can set priorities on the different storage bins, and that'll do some fancy stuff. But, alright, what is Roadster doing? That is weird. Like, as soon as he got here, he was fleeing. I guess this is warm, but it's not hot. I mean, it's 40 degrees. The air around it is 40 degrees Celsius. But the machine itself is only 30. I don't understand it. No idea. I'm at a loss. 282, 139, yeah. Oh, we're smelting iron to steel now, so yes, this should actually be heating up. It just kind of is like an accumulated effort kind of thing. Need to check this. Alright, you're about a little over half done phasing. The 72 kilos at 140 degrees, that's good for another rocket worth. We, I think, finished the research on, yes, the solid fuel. And we're researching the solid cargo now. How are we doing as far as star map goes? We looked at this one the last time, which was a helium giant. Looks like we're looking at this one still. Okay, good. Incoming or finishing? That's the junk that fell the last time I forgot about. Alright, so I think I want to clean or remove or whatever some of the stuff up here. Any of you saw in Catherine Sky's Any Game Chat today, I posted a picture of actually what I'm planning on building here for the Oxalite. And it's pretty simple, really. It's just a little room, or a little, not even a whole room, really. It's just a little area that it just makes Oxalite. Let's see. So I want to have the floor a little above this one. Actually, a lot above this one, because I need to have a little place to dip this down. Or was that yesterday I posted that picture? I don't remember. But it was just it's just a kind of a simple. I don't even remember when it was. It's been a day or two, I guess. I was just looking for it in the chat, but now I can't find it. Alright, good. You guys can mine that out. But basically what I want to do is I want to have the 1, 2, 3 there. Yeah, so I want to have a place to put the power transformer. And then, yeah, earlier. I have no memory of when it was. It could have been, I don't even know. Alright. Kind of making me mad now. Or at least I thought I posted it. And then maybe, let's see, a little room here. And this is going to hold the storage bin. And then a flat space to store, clear that junk out too. This is going to be a storage bin, a smart storage bin, which we haven't actually used before. But what these do... Really, we're out of copper. Guess we're smelting copper too, guys. Throw some copper on the fire here. What these do is they have a an automation network connection. And that automation network connection can tell... oh, crud. We just blew up our doors. Because I completely forgot to look at this. We just blew up our door again. And then we're going to make a huge mess because all this junk's going to fall. There, they blew the doors up. Oh well, it happens every once in a while. But at least it destroyed the junk, so we didn't have to worry about the junk falling in. Some of it. So that works. Hey, Sydney. Yeah. So as the dupes skill up, let me find the hand mining speed. Yes. As the dupes skill up, so if we look at, well, let's actually extend this, and we'll let Phasian out, and then we'll look at Phasian's skills here. Excavation is 27. So the hand mining speed is boosted by combination of these 3 skills as well as experience doing it. So the more they mine, the better they get at mining, and then also the more of these skills they have, the better they get at mining. Oh, I forgot you need this skill to IT machinist, so you may not get to space today after all. Close that, but they're going to have to fix these. The Sydney can go to space today. Perhaps Sydney would like to go to space today. Unfortunately, Sydney's only doing research, I think. No priorities. So we might need to set up an alternate. No, we have Tumbleweeds as an alternate researcher. Sydney is also our alternate cook, though. But it looks like that's okay. Because Calendar should be able to handle it. Holy cow, we let a lot of junk drop. Oh boy, this is going to be messy. These doors aren't closing all the way. So in space, we get these little, I wish we could see them, but they're basically floppy disks. And they are research stuff. So once we go to space, we bring these back. We bring them back by taking this research module with us to space. And visiting the planets. Every time you visit a planet with a research module, you get 10 research. And then for the first 5 times you visit it with a research module, you get 50 more research each time. So, and then once they've picked up the research, bring it back here, and then use this virtual planetarium to study the research, or to study the data, and it turns into research that way. So, and then we get to research screen. So by going to space, we get to then research these 6 searches. I don't know, whatever. These six things, which we started with solid fuel thrusters, which we're going to actually hopefully get the Axolite going here in a minute. That's what we were excavating a minute ago for. And this will boost our distance. Our distance with the steam engine, that is. And then we're also doing the cargo bay. Because I would like to take the cargo bay to those 2 asteroids we've just been exploring and bring back some stuff. They each give a percentage chance for different stuff. And then we'll research probably the hydrocarbon combustion, which gives us the petroleum engine instead of the steam engine that we've been using. Which is good because it has more power, more distance, more lift. And then a liquid fuel tank and a solid oxidizer tank. So the liquid fuel tank holds the petroleum, and then the solid oxidizer tank holds the Axolite. And then we could do cryofuel combustion, which is hydrogen engines, or we could do liquid and gas cargo, which is probably what I'll do. And they work just like the solid cargo, only they bring back liquid and gas, respectively. And then the cryofuel gives us the hydrogen engine, which in order to use it, we need to make liquid hydrogen, which will be a while. And then also the liquid oxidizer, which we need to make liquid oxygen for. And then finally, there's this unique cargo, which we can bring back biological specimens. And we can also take sightseers into space. So we'll be spending a lot of research points on these. And as you can see, it's 200 each for these, and then 400 each for these, and 800 each for these. So it'll be a while before we have them, but it's going to be a while before we can even get them. And definitely before we need them. No. Alright, let's jump back to... Ooh, I just saw this. Let's clear that up. Because we made some more sand by heating up polluted water. Okay, so did we get our copper? We did get our copper. We're going to build this smart storage bin in here. And we're also going to do an Oxalate refinery out here. I think that should be fine. And we need a power thingy transformer, which I would like to have more copper for. Can we prioritize the copper here, guys? Can somebody make some stuff? Why are they doing it such low priority? Hey, Cassius for life. Nice to see ya. Thanks for stopping in. Okay, good. They did fix the doors. We have more junk up here now. It must be the end of the storm. Let's order some sweep errands here again, or some excavation errands. Hopefully is one of those phasing. Yep. I'm going to refill the rocket, I suppose. And so the reason I'm putting this smart storage bin in a hole is because I'm going to fill this hole with water. Ah, Ontario. Nice. Yeah, well, now that I know it's you, at least I know that it's you. Yeah, that sounded weird, but whatever. Welcome to the stream. Alrighty, so I'm going to siphon off a little bit of water from this pipe here. Plumbing, footbridge. Just temporarily here. We better do this with a shutoff. Just so that I can turn it off basically immediately. Automation. Clock sensor. There. Wire goes there. And while we're at it, we can go ahead and hook this up too. But this, we actually need a NOT gate. I'll explain that in just a second so that I can focus it down here. I want it over one more. I'm picky. What can I do? Okay, so the smart storage bin signals a green signal when the bin is full. So we want to store oxalate here. I'm probably just going to store like 1,000 here. So when it emits a green signal, I want to turn it to a red signal so that this building shuts off. Because when it receives a red signal, it shuts off. So we can control the oxalate refining process just by knowing how much is in the bin. I mean, there may be a little bit of waste or excess or whatever here, but it'll be okay. Speaking of oxalate, in order to make oxalate, we need gold, so let's make some gold too. Yeah, yeah, our conversation earlier. Yeah, this is, you know, I'm 526 cycles in. We're exploring space. It's a good thing I'm heating this water up a little bit because our body temperature on this is a little bit cold. So it's a good thing this water's going through this process a little bit here because it's going to actually warm this up a little bit. But we have plenty of mushroom wraps. We have 400,000 calories worth of mushroom wraps, so that'll last us a little while. Alright, looks like we smelted some iron. And I totally forgot that I needed to put the power here, so I'm going to have to run this special. We're going to kill this after we get a little bit of water in here. Construction, this, no, 7. There we go. But yeah, this won't last long. I'm just using it to power this this valve. Okay. Somebody come and build a bridge. Oh, I made it out of lead. That's why. I had to go find some. That's fine. Alright, so I'm just going to fill this little hole with water. It'll take it a minute or two here. But that'll keep the oxalate from off-gassing oxygen. I think if you're watching Phasian's playthrough as well, you'll see that he's doing something similar with his slime. By burying it in liquid, it doesn't off-gas the petroleum, or the polluted oxygen, nor does it off-gas the slime lung itself. Alright, let's see. Put one of these here so we can get rid of this, just for fun. Alright. So once we get a little bit of water in this upper block, we're actually done now. Let's delete all this. Delete that, delete those. That's all we needed water-wise. And we're actually going to build another auto sweeper right here. It doesn't really matter where it is, as long as it's over its area of coverage covers the oxalate refinery and covers the smart storage bin. We need one of these. There. And then this. I can just do it like this. It'll be fine. And we already did the automation stuff. Automation overlay, yes. And that's already working. But once this power gets built, this will actually, it won't kick on. Because we don't have any oxygen hooked up to it yet. The granite, yeah, that's fine. Gas pipe, granite. We also need oxygen to make oxalate. Imagine that. It needs oxygen and a little bit of refined gold. So that's why we set the refined gold up to be made. Why are you putting copper in there? Oh, it was supplying the power lines. Handy. We'll just sweep some of that stuff up so that whoever comes up here and works can clean that up. Or can have a clean area to work. We should also sweep this area up, just so we have a clean area there too. They are not going to be able to reach that one though. We haven't smelted any of the gold yet, so we're not going to be able to make any of the other stuff yet. So I thought about, if you look at this, this is 142 degrees Celsius. This could actually be fairly hot in here. So I've thought about putting in a bypass so that the petroleum could come out of here and priority-wise go into the refinery, but then also bypass it if not, and then connect into this pipe so that it can continue circling through the loop. I'm a little snug here on space, so I won't do it unless this gets really hot, because we're kind of wasting this energy that we could potentially use to make electricity out of. But hopefully this thing is just running enough, and by making things like gold and copper, we're not generating as much heat, because gold generates 13.2 kilojoules, copper's 40, iron is 67, but steel is 117. So smelting things like gold doesn't produce hardly any heat at all. But this is where we really get our power boost. So I think when they smelt the gold, they'll just, it'll kind of just let it flow through and cool it down even more. Oh, who's making messes and why? Oh, because you're stuck. Oh, no. Get you guys out of here. Actually, let's do it this way. Hope I didn't destroy too much. I think I did. I did. Oops. There we go. Alright, you guys... Quit! Get out of here. Alright, we're gonna have a mess. Let's see. I want to build... I'll leave this actually open. And I want to build a roof over it up here. Build that kind of fastly. Yeah. Okay. Good. And so what this allows them to do is it allow them to get the heck out of here when it's time, and be able to escape, basically. Let's go to the home, and let's mop up this pea water that I knew was going to be here that Sydney is sleeping in. Okay. Oh, I totally forgot we were doing this. Oh no, we just wasted a bunch of steam. A whole bunch of steam. Okay, let's let some water in here. No wait. Nope, that's the wrong one. Let a bunch of water in here. We wasted a ton of steam. Okay. Come this way now. Yeah. It's only power. We'll be fine. Or are you talking about you sleeping in the pea water? Looks like somebody cleaned it up. Let's sweep it up, though. Okay, we have another meteor shower coming in already. Jeez. I have to be careful now that I have this open. Alright, somebody build this one. Come on. Sydney's gonna build it. Okay. Nope. Maybe not. Nope, I had to go to bed. Okay. I don't know why that just opened. Actually, I do know why it opened. It'll be okay. You'll be fine. Phasian's the one that's stressed out. You're fine. Why are you so stressed out? Oh, sunburn. Oopsie. That's why. You'll be fine after you get feeling better with that one. Evident also, yeah, the two of you are the ones stuck out on the surface. Sorry about that, guys. And now I just let too much water in here. Alright. That's the problem with making this be a manual thing instead of setting a bunch of automation to handle it, is then I forget about it and then it's a problem. Alright, well, let's heat this thing up. Nope, that's not what I wanted. This is what I want. Let's jump down here to the oil biome and see where we're at as far as fossil goes. That's all fossil, but I want to maybe clear out some of this up here first. I could clear all the way up into here, and I will eventually, but I'll probably do that via ladder. Alright, fried mushroom or oxalite. I would take the oxalite. I guess I could. Need to get up here and sweep it as at 9, though. So somebody takes it up to the storage where it's safe. The oil's pretty well automated now. Yeah, this is working. Sweet. Or is it working? No, we don't have gold yet. Just started smelting gold. So oil's kind of fairly automated now. I mean, there's a lot of loose oil here in the oil biome. So, there's a ton of diamond. Holy cow. So until we get through all of the loose oil, I'm not worrying about it too much. We do have stations? No. Utilities? Yes. We do have an oil well that we can build on these oil reservoirs, but not out of lead because that would be crazy. You pump water into them, and they produce basically like fracking. Basically, they produce oil, crude oil, and they also produce petroleum gas. Every so often, the dupes have to come down and off gas them basically, and then you get a bunch of petroleum gas out of it. So I will eventually. It's green. Why is this not running? It was disabled by... Okay. I did this on my solo map, and I forgot to do it here. I'm actually going to delete this automation link. I want this natural gas generator to run whenever there's natural gas, so that it doesn't get bound up like this. Because right now, there's so much pressure in here, this probably isn't going to run much, if at all. So by killing this automation wire here, this can just run, and this will kind of keep our base at kind of a little bit of power coming in, but it'll be okay, I think. And it'll just kind of keep this natural gas moving. Because, yeah, it's packed. Alright, telescope's idles. That means that you guys finished taking a look at this new gilded asteroid. Oh, gold? Fullerene. So, fullerene, I think, is the stuff that's used for, what's it called? Coolant. The hypercoolant, supercoolant. And then pyrite, which... I mean, I know what pyrite is, but I don't know what it's used for in this game. And then a couple of mystery items. Let's analyze the next, actually the last celestial object here. Did somebody pick up? They did. Awesome. Let's jump to here then. Alright, so we are now making oxalite. So when this thing poops out a little piece of oxalite, which it does every time it builds up 10 kilograms, the sweeper immediately picks it up and immediately chucks it into the bin. And so we have some saved up, and once it gets to 1,000, it'll stop making it. Wait a minute, was that out of lead? That's probably not good. Let's see. Power, heat. Doesn't have an overheat. So unless it gets to the melting temperature of lead, which is a few hundred degrees Celsius, it'll be fine. Alright, we're okay there. Where are we at as far as steam goes? We are still trying to heat up this too much water that I put in here. That's fine. It'll just make more cool, clean water for the base. Much more faster. So that's what I'm doing. In order to make the steam, I have to get the heat from somewhere. So we're getting the heat from water that's coming out of a hot geyser at, you know, whatever degrees, and it's still 64 degrees when it gets here. And then this loop cools it down by transferring the heat from the water into the crude oil in the pipes, and then from the crude oil through this aqua tuner into this water here that we're turning into steam, and then this water gets to be nice and cool, and then we pump it out and throw it back into the base. Let's see. Oh, we could also be building more of this. And that's about all of that. See if we can get some mining going on up here. Okay, Sydney, would you like to go to space today? As soon as somebody mines this stuff, you may go to space today. Maybe we can just kick the priority up a bit. Clear at least that much. Anybody? I think this is interfering a little bit with this scanner, but it's okay. We're getting plenty of time. We're getting 58 seconds of a heads up before the stuff arrives. Yes, there definitely is a toilet in the rocket. Of course there is. Why would I build a rocket without a toilet? That is just silly. This here? Are you talking about, Roadster? Yeah, the point is just to let them get back out of here if these doors close. Okay, good. So they've made it now. Why is this one not deleting? It's apparently bugged. So we'll just let it fall. Let's open the doors. Sydney is in the rocket. Yep, so let's take out the gantry. Excuse me. Oh, somebody got a sunburn. Evidence got a sunburn. Oh, yeah, Twitch. Yeah. Can we delete this now? Because it's, of course, entombing our steam engine. I should probably build this ladder all the way up. It would be useful for stuff. Yep, okay. It was just bugged where it was. Okay, time to go to space, Sydney. Alright, so your mission is to study the lower atmosphere. And unfortunately, you will not be bringing back the knowledge of a new item. Sorry. Blast off. Hey, look, that helped launch or heat up the stuff there, too. Alright. See you in 2.7 cycles. No, it wasn't. It was just the regolith messing with us. That's good. So the way this works is it's kind of like on a V-shaped pattern starting at where the power connection is. So as long as nothing is in this V-shaped pattern in either direction, then it should get 100%. Which is why there's 3 bunker doors here and not just 2. Because 2 isn't wide enough. So that's the, I don't know if I actually just explained that or not, but that's the logic behind this design. And the same kind of thing exists here. There's a V shape here. We're actually interfering a little bit with this one, but it's fine. I'm not gonna fret about it. That's why there's 4 bunker doors here, because 3 wouldn't be wide enough, because this is taller. I'll jump down to number 2. What do we got? Are we out of... Basically out of lime. Yeah. We have a couple more recipes worth. Oh, we've made all of it. Okay, that's why. Let's set up more. Gonna keep an eye on that gold number because of this now, at least for a little while. We've already swept up 300 kilograms of oxalate, so as you can see, it does not decrease. The water is keeping it from off-gassing oxygen and decreasing its mass. So that's working as designed. So it does actually drop a little more than 10 kilograms each time. Uh-oh. You may have a problem. You have an oxygen problem. You know what? I shouldn't have this here. I should have this here. So that the suits get priority. And then any surplus of from either channel gets to go out that way. So actually, we don't have a problem yet because this is still working pretty good. I will probably eventually have to build a third self-powered oxygen maker for all of this stuff. Actually, we're doing pretty good. Yeah, we're doing good. Were you here, Sydney? Did you see our high-rise apartments? They're all pretty well decorated because they're all pretty much maxed out decor-wise. That's our high-rise apartments. Each duplicate gets one because I am a benevolent dictator. All right, good. Tumbleweeds is doing that part now. I thought, are you wowing the apartments? Yeah, we did those. We spent a whole stream almost doing those, I think. But yeah, this isn't quite everything that's maxed out. I could replace all these sculptures here with the metal ones that give a little bit better value. Because these, let's see, furniture, large sculpting blocks made out of granite is 10 plus 20%. And the metal blocks are 20 plus 20%. No, if I made them out of gold, they'd be 20 plus 50%. So they'd be worth 30. And these are only worth 12? Wait a minute, why did they say they're worth 30? That's... Oh, because of the masterpiece status. So that boosts it even more. So the metal ones would be ridiculous. Decor-wise, and I haven't felt the need to do it. Where are you at, Sydney? 35%. Okay, good. The steam is, or the water's finally turning into steam. We're gonna have buckets and buckets of steam up here now, so now we just need to make sure we don't waste it. Oxalite, looking good. 420. Keep going. It just depends on how much oxygen is actually making it into here. And this might not be the best choice, because this is pulling it all in here. Means that very little of it's getting... Oh, there's plenty in the backlog. Okay, never mind. We're doing fine. But if each blob, depending on how much can get stored in here, some of it may not make it past. And a stressed out sunburn. Yeah. Sorry, buddy. Go get a massage or something. Yeah, Phasey has a sunburn too. That's unfortunate, but there's not a whole lot I can do about it and keep all that stuff clean for right now. Alright, so... how's this going? Still excavating. Okay. Fortunately, we've recovered a lot of diamond, which is good. Because we're going to need it soon in space. Oh, printables. No. I don't want a regular Drecklet wandering around. We have a lot of excavation to do. I know, not enough materials. It'll be fine. Wanted to kind of find the end here. Yeah, the diamond basically can make two things out of it. One is window tiles, and the other is those fancy pots here in your little apartments. I think that's the only two things you can possibly make diamond out of. There might be a third one, but that's basically it. And given the amount of diamond we have available to us down here, I mean, you saw how big that one chunk was. There's two more chunks here, another one here, and probably more elsewhere down here in the oil biome. So given how much diamond we have available to us, it's just insane. Although Oxygen Not Included is a moddable game, so there may be mods out there for using diamond to make stuff. I don't know. Oh yes, diamond temp shift plates. Thank you, Phasey. I had the feeling there was a third one. I think maybe I'll put in another ladder out here so they don't have to do the hop thing across there. They can run across here instead. I don't know if it'll make much of a difference, but we will try it. So I was doing some math here, and we're actually overloading these circuits already. This one will last a little while longer, but I have preparations made, I think. No, I don't have preparations made for another one. We're gonna actually need to build more circuits and run more power to power all these doors we're putting in. Eventually. Good, we excavated all the garbage so far. Let's do more. And you're still hopping. Oh, because, right. Didn't finish building it yet. But we're almost to the edge now. So the plan was to get all the way to the edge with the doors and then start building backwards from the edge with the solar panels, which is why we haven't built any yet. We'll get there soon. Oh, hey, look, Phase-In, I was showing you I had some of these very steam-laden bubbles. There's a few more here, too. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 with 4,000, 5 with 5,000 each. That's 20,000 steam. One that might have 900. Yeah. So there's over 20,000 steam in this area here. If we can get a pump in there, we could salvage that steam and use it for the rockets. Alright, so Sydney will be back in 0.5 cycles. Hopefully we don't get a meteor shower in that time, because that's messy. Ugh. That's all you get as a response to that. Phase-In is ugh. Jump down here. How's the smelting going? Insufficient resources, lime. Yep, I figured. Okay, so down here now, we are probably just about ready to go ahead and mine this junk out. I think that'll work. That one too. I think that'll let us get everything here. And then that'll give us some fossil in order to make lime with, which will be good. Very good. Build a ladder up here. And we can start also excavating up here. Like that. We need the steel. We need the lime for the steel. The lime can only be gotten from 3 places. Eggshells, fossil, and poke shell molds. And they are glum because they are starving, because we aren't producing enough and are overcrowded. There's too many of them in there for what I wanted. Someone must have hatched. We aren't producing enough rot pile and polluted dirt to feed them with. Right now, the only way we're producing it is via water sieves. And that's about it. Unless we still have... No, we're actually producing some here, too. Why no algae? Because we don't have any algae. Great. And I don't want to make algae because that requires slime, which means we need to start mining more slime then. Not fun either way. Well, I guess we could mine some slime. Go like that. And I forgot about the rocket again. Here it is. Destroying our doors again. Alright, just leave them closed then. Forget it. Dang it. Alright, Sydney, what'd you bring back with you? A mangled saxophone. Awesome. Let's fast sweep that. Alright, so I'm just going to do another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then another pedestal there. And then once that gets built, we can bring this mangled saxophone down here. Did you want to stream tonight, Phase-In? Yeah. Slime miner as opposed to slime rancher. Good. Good, good, good. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna wrap up in a couple minutes, so if you wanted to go ahead. Are we doing a refined carbon? Still a decent amount. It's really just the lime that's our problem right now. We are converting fossil, eggshell, and poke shells molts to lime. Should also crush some sand to table salt, because I doubt we have any of that left. Oh, we actually did, but a tiny little bit. So that's good to do. I also noticed they do have tiny little salt shakers here on their tables. Just kind of cute. Kind of funny. Stop leaving food laying around. Weirdos. Gonna spoil. Yeah, I was afraid of that. Overheat. We'll have to run a cooling pipe through here eventually too, which I won't really have until we start doing the fracking. I don't really have a way to get water down here or something cool down here and use it without sending it right back up again. So, fortunately, we weren't quite able to get to solar, but we did get to make a few runs into space. Made some new astronauts today. And I think that might be the end of the road there. Yep. So the last few here we're just going to make out of bunker tiles. You could let me build it without having it? No. You jerks. Alright, well, we'll have to wait till we make more steel. So, the last few are just going to be bunker tiles, so we'll actually start aligning the, and actually we can do the first few just so we can see how this works. So I want to do space of a 3 height space here. And we put in window tiles. And then we need bunker tiles for this too. So hopefully they won't be able to reach this. That's good. And then we would put 2 bunker tiles here and 2 regular tiles. Why is it being so laggy? Weird. It just started lagging out. Oh, I have a suspicion. I have a strong suspicion as to what it is. For some reason, like the default Windows photo viewer takes like huge gigabytes of memory if I leave the screenshots that I use as reference open, which is kind of bad. Yep. As soon as I closed them, they're clear. So, we put 2 bunker tiles here because those would protect the robo miner that we'd also make out of steel that we're going to put in here, and then we take a solar panel and put it down here. And what this does is the bunker tiles open whenever it's safe, just as they do on the far end of the space biome here. And then they let the sunlight shine through. The glass tiles, the window tiles don't impede the light at all, and the solar panels generate the electricity. Kind of simple, but the window tiles keep the regolith junk from falling onto the solar panel. The miners here to mine the stuff off of the window tiles, and the bunker tiles. There's 2 bunker tiles right here to keep the stuff from falling onto the miner. So yeah, it's pretty straightforward, kind of a design. I posted a screenshot of this in the Catherine Sky Discord, any game chat the other day as well. If anyone wants to take a look at that. But basically I just repeat this pattern kind of like this, so that there are two between each two. Then I would just like basically copy paste this whole thing and repeat it many times. Let's clear this before the dupes start trying to build it, because they will. Alrighty, so I think that's gonna be it for me for tonight. Where are we at? Let's pause this so I don't forget about it. That's gonna be it for tonight. I appreciate the activity in the chat. Thanks guys for coming and chatting. And uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's get Roadster out of there. Somebody get Roadster up. Thank you. Haul him off to bed. That's not good. Okay. Well, that was a good ending there. So he's not dead yet, which is good. But he'll be in bed for a little while, because the poke shells beat him up. So maybe we don't allow Roadster into this room. That might be the easiest way. So, Roadster, you cannot go in. Okay. They apparently don't like you. So, we'll keep smelting. We'll keep expanding in space. We'll keep exploring in space. And next time we should be able to build that additional booster and get ourselves further into space. Oh boy, they haven't fixed this yet. Dang it. Oh, there's no steel to fix it with. So thanks everyone for coming and chatting. Thanks for the new follows that I got earlier today. If anyone who gave me who gave me a follow is here, and anyone else who might be new and who hasn't followed yet, if you don't mind, go ahead and click the follow. I also do have several support options, including subscription options and you know, Twitch Prime and whatnot. If you're interested in those, there's links down below the stream. And until next time, thank everyone for coming. And let's raid Phasian, who for some reason still doesn't show up on my thing without refreshing. There we go. Raid. Alrighty. So thanks everyone for coming, and we will see you tomorrow. Or hopefully a new game. Spoiler alert. It may be Flotsam. So thanks and bye.